is a plant that you crossed off your wish list? What is a genus that you want to get more into in 2026? What is your plant care routine? What is a plant success you've had this year? What is a failure that you had this year in your plant collection? What is a plant trend you're predicting for 2026? What season do you find the most difficult? What pest do you struggle with the most? What is your favorite top wish list plant for 2026? Oof. Oh, it's really hard to choose one. What is your favorite plant of 2025?
This week, I'm going to be sharing a bit of a wrap up of the end of 2025. This was inspired by the lovely wild Fern. She created a video not that long ago where she listed a bunch of questions and she kind of tagged all of the content creators out there, the planty content creators, and asked us to answer these questions to wrap up the year. I originally told everybody that I was going to do a wrap up where I would share all of the plants that I got in 2025. That was my plan to finish the year, but I decided this is more interesting and fun because I really love community inspired events like this. I'm Crystal and this is Keep Growing Plants. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here for these videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to do that before you leave. I know that a lot of people don't realize they're not subscribed. Apparently like 70-something% of viewers are not subscribed, even though they come back and rewatch videos every week. So just double check and make sure that you are. And if you do enjoy this video, give it a like and share it. It really helps the channel to grow, and I appreciate it so much. As a new YouTuber, all of these kinds of things are so helpful and appreciated. Question number 1. What is a plant that you crossed off your wish list this year? I've been really lucky this year to have access to a bunch of very cool plants that were on my wish list for a long time, and I was able to make connections with other planty YouTubers, and I did a couple of trades with them that brought in quite a few amazing plants into my collection. I also, through some of those connections, found like really great small scale sellers that are like selling out of their home and offering really amazing plants for good prices. So I was able to get my hands on quite a few. But if I had to pick one, and I think that's the goal of this question, one amazing top tier level plant that I crossed off of my wish list, I would have to pick my variegated begonia maculata. By the way, I got her from We Pop Plants. If you've been following me for a little while, you may have noticed that I did grow a leaf in my care recently, and this is the leaf. I actually chopped off the other leaf that was there, and it was starting to deteriorate, and I thought, I know that typically they don't root well, leaves that are deteriorating, but I thought it's going to die anyway, like really soon. Like it was clear that it was on its way out, and I thought, even if the chances are low, I should at least try to root it before it's completely gone. So I chopped it as low on the stem as I could, and we'll see. I've also heard that if you root a leaf cutting from a variegated begonia, it won't come in variegated. So that's going to be another layer to the experiment. I'm going to see how it does, and if it comes out variegated, if it does root. And yeah. One reason why I'm kind of eager to start rooting is because I've already promised that the first 2 babies from this amazing plant, they already have a home. There's 2 people waiting for her to get big enough that I can root babies from. Anyway, she's just beautiful. I will bring her even closer. Look at the variegation. It's so pretty and pink. And you know, the two leaves that she came with were even more variegated than this. So I know that she has amazing genes and she's just getting started. This is beautiful, even if she never got more variegation than this. I love her. But I know she's probably going to have a few leaves that are stunners because her mama plant is a stunner and her first two leaves were stunners. So she's going to be special. I can feel it. So that's my favorite of all of the wish list plants that I got this year. And I also just repotted her. She was in the cup that she came in, like a plastic cup with perlite, the whole time since I got her until yesterday. So I'm just slightly nervous. I'm always nervous when I pot up a new baby plant. There's always a risk. Cross your fingers and toes with me, please. She needs to do well. Please let her do well. And I'd like to give an honorable mention to another that I took off of my wish list this year, and that is the variegated alocasia dragon scale. She is so pretty, and she was a gift from Vancouver Rare Plants. I am still so grateful for this beautiful gift. So lovely. She's gorgeous. She's still a baby. She has a lot of growing to do, but yeah, honorable mention. She deserves that for sure. And the second question. What is a genus that you want to get more into in 2026? This is a big question. I mean, in 2025, I already dipped my toes into 2 new categories, and that was begonias and alocasia. I didn't have a lot of experience with them before, but I'm so glad that I did. I would like to continue to get more into both begonias and alocasias. I really am enjoying getting into them, and I think it would be really fun to keep diving deeper into that category, those 2 categories. If I had to pick one out of the 2, if I was forced, I think I would pick begonias. I'm really digging them. They're really whimsical, and there's so many different colors and patterns, and there's metallic sheens, and they make these adorable little flowers, and I'm in love with begonias right now. Question number 3. What is your plant care routine? My plant care routine is obsessive, to say the least. And I'm not trying to like humble brag here when I say that I'm really on top of things. I'm almost too on top of things in the sense that maybe I probably should have more balance in my life. I think that's one of my goals for 2026 is to try to find healthy balance a little bit more. I'm not like an over intense collector in the sense that I don't typically bring in like a ton of new plants constantly. I'm not that kind of obsessive, but I'm the kind of obsessive that is checking every day. And my routine, my care routine is really intense. I don't think most people, I could be wrong, but I don't think most people check on their plants as often as I do. And with good reason. It's a good idea to have other things in your life. So I'm going to try to do that. But yeah, I check every day, multiple times a day. I would say that in the mornings, I tend to take a peek, even though I'm in a rush getting ready for work. I just pop into my plant room and I just look around. I just do a little tiny peek. And if I can squeeze in like 2 minutes, I will take a photo of whatever jumps out at me that morning. And it's kind of like a little ritual that I have that starts my day with focusing on the beauty and joy in this plant room. And I find it's really good for my mental health as long as, and we're going back to balance, as long as it's not stopping me from properly getting ready for work, or as long as it's not making me run late. I have to make sure that I'm not losing myself in here, you know? And yeah, in the evenings when I get home from work, I tend to peek into the room again and see like what maybe I need to do that evening. And then I do a little bit of watering if there is watering to be done. A really important thing I should mention about my care routine is this little bin of bottles of water. In my basement, I have to go downstairs to a special place in the back room that has like a little tap where I can access the water before it's treated for drinking, because we have a well and the treatment for the water is healthy and good, but it's better for the plants if I get it before the treatment is done. So I go down and I carry this, ouch, and I carry this big, this like bin of water up and down the stairs, and I have to wait until it gets room temperature before I can water my plants. I tend to use this quantity every 2 or 3 days, sometimes more. On the weekends, I maybe do like 3 refills of these, maybe 4. I use a lot of water, especially in the winter. Okay. The next question. Question number 4. What is a plant success you've had this year? A plant success. I have to think about this for a minute. I'm going to give a unique answer to this question. For my plant success, I would say it's this channel. Really. I've had lots of planty successes with many different plants in my collection, but honestly, like the thing that astounds me the most throughout 2025 is just the fact that I started this channel and that it's doing as well as it's doing, considering how new it is. It hasn't been easy. It's a lot of work, filming and editing and creating all of these videos every week, but it's also something that I'm very proud of. I'm proud of the work that I'm putting into this. I'm proud of the results that I'm seeing. I feel I'm getting better each time. I'm learning new things and I'm improving on my skills as best as I can, and it feels like it's going well. And I set out kind of a goal for myself. When I first started, I set the goal that by the new year, which we're inching very close to now, I set the goal for myself to be that by the new year, I wanted to have reached halfway to the monetization point. And so that means to be monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And I've surpassed 500 subscribers, which is the halfway mark of that part of it. And just last week, I got a little notification telling me that I reached 2,000 watch time hours. So I have made it to my goal. The halfway mark has been reached just in time for the new year. I'm really proud of that. And my new goal that I've set for myself is before my birthday, I would like to finish the other half of that. I want to reach monetization by my birthday, which is March 29th. Wish me luck. I feel so much appreciation for all of the people who come and watch these videos and cheer me on, for the other fellow YouTubers who share my channel in their videos and help to encourage me to keep going and help to bring people to my channel. So far, that's been Fern and Natasha from Planted and Platinum and Jenna from Jenna's Plants. And there's been lots of people on Instagram who've been resharing my stuff. And I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you so much for this beautiful start to my channel. You have made 2025 like an absolute joy and a source of pride. I'm astounded by the support that I have. And even though I still have really small views on a lot of my videos, it's only been like since, when did I make the first long form? It's only been since the summer that I've been making long form videos. And so it's kind of amazing that I have some videos that are doing as well as they are. I've got the very first video I put out, my full collection tour, it's at like 3,000 views. And the one that I put out a couple of weeks ago, my Hoya collection, is at 1.5 thousand. This is amazing for a channel that just started in the summer. And I do not take for granted all of the help that has gotten me to the place that I am at. And I really hope that this passion project can continue to grow. Every single one of you that shows up here and helps, thank you. And I wish that all of your projects go just as well. I really wish the best for every single one of you. Yeah, that's my answer to number 4. Mm-hmm. Question number 5 is, what is a failure that you had this year in your plant collection? And I don't know if I would go so far as to say failure yet, but I'm concerned we might be inching towards failure. She's really not doing well. My Anthurium luxurians. She is not happy. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I'm concerned, as I'm sure you can imagine, with good reason. If anyone has any idea what these specific marks might suggest, please do let me know, because I would be really sad if she doesn't make it. I got this one and my Queen Anthurium at the same time at an Equagenera sale, and they were both tiny babies, and the Queen is flourishing, but this one, no. Not at all. She does have a new leaf coming in. You can see in the center. Hopefully this new leaf will come in better than these two look. I hope. Anyway, poor baby. Number 6 is, what is a plant trend you're predicting for 2026? I know I'm biased, but I think it's going to be begonias. I have a feeling that I'm not the only one who's falling in love with them right now. But we'll see. Maybe I'm just imagining that. Maybe I'm like, what's that word? Projecting? Maybe I'm projecting my obsession with begonias onto the world. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really good at predicting things like that. I really don't follow trends super well, so I could be completely off the mark. Number 7, what season do you find the most difficult? I would say, hands down, it's winter. The air in my house is super dry. I have some electric heating. I also have a wood stove. I also have a fireplace. My husband and I really like to have fires. We love that. It's like super cozy. I love it so much. But it dries out the air. And that combined with my love of terracotta makes a need to water frequently. So, yeah. In the winter, I have to water very often. It's a lot of work. But, on my Christmas wish list, I asked my husband to get me that electric backpack watering thing that Fern has. I don't know if I'm going to get it, but if I get it, I think that would be life-changing. I really hope so. Fingers crossed. My hands are both full. Fingers crossed that I get that for Christmas. If not, I will eventually get it for myself. I'm sure whatever he gets me, it'll be amazing. What's the next question? Oh, number 8. What pests do you struggle with the most? Honestly, I don't. I really don't have a lot of problems with pests. I'm super lucky. I'm gonna knock on wood. It's not like I've never had pests ever, but it's not like it's not a reoccurring big problem in my life. And it's been a really long time since I had a big problem with pests. The last time was a few years back. I had thrips and it was bad. Really, really bad. But yeah, I'm really lucky. I don't know if it's probably a combination of the fact that I'm very preventative focused ever since that horrible situation. Also, because of my obsessive nature, the fact that I'm constantly peeking in on them. If something comes into the collection with any pests, I usually catch it so fast that it is a non-issue. I mean, in all of 2025, I had one Hoya that came to me with mites. And as soon as I brought it into the house, I checked it with a microscope, saw the mites, quarantined it, treated it, non-issue, right? I had one Hoya that came in and it looked fine. I checked it with my little handheld microscope, saw nothing, thought it was fine, put it in the Mills bow with all my Hoyas. Regretted that because a couple weeks later I saw that it had some mealybugs, but that was months and months and months ago. And they never came back after I treated them. I took them out. There were just a few. It was like as if they had just hatched. They hadn't had time to go anywhere because I'm so on top of things that I see them like immediately. I think they were probably alive for a day, hatched out of those little eggs for a day. And I was already in there, like getting into the cracks with a Q-tip and using my microscope to see if I missed any and getting them and like really treating well, isolating. And they never came back. Knock on wood, again. The only pest that I had more than once in 2025 was when I got my alocasia frydek, and this is classic. It very quickly after it arrived here, I realized it had spider mites. Classic alocasia issue, but I treated it. They went away, and then a couple weeks after they came back again. I was annoyed because I don't usually have to retreat for spider mites. Usually one treatment is enough in my experience. So I was like, what the heck? But I treated it again and they haven't come back since. Again, third time, knocking on wood. But yeah, so that's it. That's been my experience with pests for the whole year. I'm really, really lucky and grateful. What's the next one? Number 9. What is your favorite top wish list plant for 2026? Oof. Oh, it's really hard to choose one. It's really hard to choose just one. Top wish list. I'm going to literally pause the filming for a second and think about this. I should have thought about it before starting to film. Yeah, I have to pause. Okay, can my answer be a tie? I would like the top of my wish list to be 2 plants tied. It would be the Hoya carnosa madara and the Anthurium king of spades. Yeah, that's my final answer. Those are my 2 choices. Done. We're moving on. Last question is, what is your favorite plant of 2025? Y'all, I think if you've been following me on Instagram, if you've seen some of my past favorites videos, you probably already know which of my plants has my whole heart the most this year. She has me just so overjoyed with how well she's doing. Can you guess what it is? Put it down in the comments before I bring her out. Let me know. Which one do you think? I'm gonna go grab her. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Did you put it down in the comments? Did you make your guess? It is my Queen Anthurium. She has been growing so well. I got her as a little baby in the summer, in the early summer. It was, I think, June. I went to an Equigenera sale and she was an itty bitty baby at that time. And every single leaf has been coming in absolutely perfect and sizing up so well. Like, I can't believe how healthy and how big she is getting already. I'm so proud of her. Oh, I'm obsessed. Absolutely obsessed. The leaf back here, she came with this one and it's very tattered. And this one came in my care. That was the first one. That was the first one that came in my care. And then the second one. And now this one. Wow. Yeah, we're having a good year. A very good year. So that is the end of my 2025 wrap-up video. Let me know in the comments the answers to the questions for you. I would really love to hear what was your year like? What were your favorites? What are your wish list plans? All of those questions, even if you're not a YouTuber, you can share with all of us down below in the comments, and it'll be really fun to hear from you. And thank you again to Fern for creating this adorable little community activity. It was such a good idea. It's really nice to bring us all together and to kind of, end the year with a sense of warmth and connection. I think we all need that. I definitely need that. Yeah, so thank you. And I hope that everybody enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like and comment and share and all that good stuff. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't and you want to be. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it. Keep growing, everybody. Love you all. See you in the next one. And Happy New Year.